struggling, hustling, thugging it forever. Coming deeply in my yard. I've been struggling, hustling, thugging it forever. Coming deeply in my yard. I've been struggling, hustling, thugging it forever. Coming deeply in my yard. I've been struggling, hustling, thugging it forever and ever. Got up, got up, got up, bum, 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 bum. Turn the wall, bum, 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 bum. Got up, got up, got up, bum, bum. We turn the wall, bum, bum, bum. We got up, got up, got up, bum, bum. We turn the wall, bum, 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 bum. We got up, got up, got up, bum, bum. We turn the wall, only time will tell who died. Only time will tell. Come look deeply in my eyes. See the murder moon that lies. See the murder moon. These are the days of our lives. These are the days of our lives. Now coming to my wedding, you can see that we are more than done. More than done, more than done, more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, 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 warriors. Now coming to my wedding, you can see that we are more than done, more than done, more than done, more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, warriors, warriors.
Eternity of thugs, here I come telling them souls it's yours. Been daily collecting my lesson without any question, without any question. Stressing, no resting, we journey this blessing. Shifting the game, rearranging things, cause once the world was breaking me down. Mesmerized, controlled by the other side, that the devil was in my town, looking for me.
But it won't get me in time. Fuckin' with bone and he lockin' these rhymes. We rhyme, better believe it's all the time. Nigga, we lie. We straight up soldiers. Better nigga, don't told ya. We raw before we go, bro. Nigga, we riding y'all, all of y'all, all of y'all.
Yo, my dogs, if you call or you fall, you can bet on that nigga whenever that I will be there. Lean on me, but let us get rid of the enemies. Nigga be singing a wild, wild. But if you think you can hang it, now hang to my wedding, you can see that we are more than done, more than done, more than done, more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, 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 warriors. Now coming to my wedding, you can see that we are more than done, more than done, more than done, more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, 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 warriors.
Thugging in the studio, y'all know we roll hydro every time we rhyme. I'm high, look at me deeply in my eyes. I rise to the top of the game. No way that I had to run, no way that I had to turn, shine. But a lot of these niggas won't learn, but the money that I earn won't burn, so come again.
Better watch that Mag 10. Nigga, this one's for me and my friends. We steadily rolling. I told you, keep bringing home platinum. Make go with pat pat, put it all on the ground, get bone. Yeah, we used to get down, get down. Put it clap back, put it on the ground, now get down.
Well, it must be close to try when I'm out with ain't gon' get no sitting on and about with no little easy blessings. So it's so cold, it's so cold. The missing got stress for the peeps, the streets, and none of these police, holies know me. Still when I'm fucked up, bitch, no, no.
Now coming to my wedding, you can see that we are more than done, more than done, more than done, more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, 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 warriors. Now coming to my wedding, you can see that we are more than done, more than done, more than done, more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, 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 warriors.
Ain't no mystery, the pistol gear, I better put it in the Mercedes. Better read the scripture, sister. See me, I'm off and read the city here. And maybe never be up and get one with my friend. Twin, living on bus on the bit of the big. So who wanna bag, you wanna bag, you got a back so send it out of the dog. Turn the niggas down for the guns to crowd. All my lock and tell dies. So pick up the puzzle and piece it and put it together, thy life.
My Lord and Lord, maintain. It's hard cause I'm a soldier at war. Cause everybody wanna try to bring out the devil in me. But the evil's better than these, we keeps me at ease. Take notes, cause here it comes. Never them all coming to carry you. They caught in the shit when they pullin' the gauge out. They put it up to your tempo, like they blow your brains out. You can see that we are more than done, more than done, more than done, more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, 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 warriors. Now coming to my wedding, you can see that we are more than done, more than done, more than done, more than done. With just a little twist of harmony, but smoking lethal warriors, warriors,
out. Hello, guys. This is High Priestess Jamila. Now, this is going to be really important, and so I'm going to talk about some things in this one that, you know, may irritate some people, you know, but hey, if you get irritated by this, then I probably don't want you as a client anyway, honestly. And I want to alert a lot of the spiritualists on here to the clients that go and they hop from spiritualist to spiritualist. They are very manipulative. My spirits can see everything that you do, even though you think that you're doing it in private, just to let you know. So the best thing for you to do, because I've noticed that there have been some clients that have been hopping from spiritualist to spiritualist, and see, this is very dangerous for you and for that spiritualist that you're dealing with. And so I want clients or potential clients to listen, and, you know, don't be a selfish, ungrateful client. Don't be that type, because see, I can hear conversations that are happening. I know for a fact that there's been quite a few things. And so I want to bring up, I'm going to bring up some things as an example of a client that I got on October the 31st or the 30th of 2020. Okay. And there have been some people that have been sort of, you know, my haters. They'll say, oh, well, I went and looked at that and somebody said your spells didn't work. Well, you got one person saying that the spell didn't work, but then you got 100 people telling you that it did. Okay. Now, the reason why we're talking about timing, what to expect when timing of spells, there are a lot of fake spiritualists. Okay. Now, there's a lot of spells that we can get to work very fast. For example, if your boyfriend left you like maybe less than a month ago and I do a drunken love jar, you know, that's one of my fastest moving love spells. Okay. And I actually have a couple of reviews on that one. And but with some situations, it takes longer. Now, I had some haters of mine talking about this person that left this stupid review. I'm going to share screen. Hold on a minute. And I'm going to tell you something. This is what not to do as a client. Okay, because every full moon, we're working on that particular client, every full moon or new moon, because he know he was wrong. Okay. And I don't know why he did it. I think it's because he had some kind of sexual obsession with me. But let me pull up where the heck are my reviews? So I can imagine that my competitors probably use this guy's, which is so, like, if you are a spiritual, like, can I tell y'all something? If you're looking for spiritual work and you go to a spiritualist that solely tries to sell the deal to you by saying, oh, I've got this one review from this spiritualist that has thousands of good reviews, and this is why you should choose me because of that. So, yeah. Hold on a second, guys. I am trying to find my reviews, but for some reason, what the heck is going on? Hold on a minute. Okay, hold on. Now, the thing of it is the way that, and see, you can tell that these people don't have a lot of money. Whoever, to be honest with you, I believe that was what I call a bogus client, because he left his review. Hold on, guys. I've got to pull up my reviews. So this guy, he purchases a breakup spell for his ex. Now, keep in mind, I didn't realize this man had been stalking this woman. And he hid it very well. He hid it very well during the consultation. People can do that. Clients can be extremely manipulative, and they will use, and see, this is the reason why I am very careful about the clients that I choose. I just don't take everybody as a client. Just to let y'all know, okay? Hold on a second. Especially not on love work or breakup work or something like that, because he purchased the work on October the 30th, and within one moon cycle, he was complaining, saying that I failed him and that the spell didn't work because his girlfriend didn't come back by Thanksgiving. I wanted her to come back by Thanksgiving, and I told you that more than likely was not going to happen. Okay. And this guy left this bad review, and I mean, I don't care. You know, he doesn't have any power over my business. I mean, technically, every single person is not going to necessarily be 100% happy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to beat myself up over this person. Not ever in my life. Okay. And then also considering after the love work that I did, he called and threatened to murder her. He called and threatened to murder her and her family members and her new boyfriend. Okay. So he kept calling me and contacting me, and he kept telling me all of the progression of the thing. And what's crazy is that obviously he doesn't really care about his own life, because he became extremely unstable and began to threaten suicide. He actually attempted suicide, and I, the spiritualist, had to deal with this even though I was not doing cleansing work on him. So I can tell that he's obviously, because a lot of times when my competition starts to get really, really confident, and I can sense that, and you can just tell, because, you know, and again, they only consider themselves to be my competition because they don't know what spiritual work is really about. Okay. Guys, I don't know why I can't find my reviews. I'm at the front page of, oh, I know. Okay. I'm tripping, y'all. Okay. Hold on. Somebody was tripping. Okay. So this person purchased this item. Okay. Let me go and see if I can find him easier. Okay, let me go by newest. Uh-oh, okay. Whoops. Okay. Now let me scroll down here, right here. Okay. Now he put more than one review, which meant that, you know, he's taking his anger out on me. Now, he left this review on January the 9th. He purchased the spell work on October the 30th, which meant that on January the 9th, when he left the second review, he left the first review sometime around the holidays. Let me show y'all. Okay. And keep in mind, I have hundreds of reviews. I've uploaded the videos because I've noticed that people have been and it's crazy. Okay, right here. It says this review is 2 months from the purchase date. So he's letting you know. Now, first of all, it wasn't 2 months. He lied. So maybe I can contact Etsy and put on there that he's lying about that, because I didn't see that before. I can show you when he purchased this item. It was on October the 30th. This was actually 2 weeks after he purchased it. He purchased it on October the 30th. And when I checked him and told him to not call my phone at 12 o'clock at night telling me about his sexual fantasies, that's when he said I had a bad attitude. So, you know, I'm thinking about having this one removed, because I'm thinking that, you know, I believe that this person I believe that this was really his ex-girlfriend, but I feel like this person already knew that he was already working with another spiritualist that could not make it happen because this woman just did not want to be with him anymore. She didn't. She had moved on, and he just didn't want to accept it. So he pays me to do the breakup work for her and this other person. Now, keep in mind, you want to think about ethics here. Okay, this woman is happy. She's moved on with her life. Okay, and keep in mind that he purchased this very quickly. He purchased it within 45 minutes of the reading of his consultation. Okay, now caught her in many lies. That sounds like a narcissist stalker. Yeah, I didn't notice this. So this is more of an emotional review. As you can see, customer service beyond awful. Absolutely no results within a month. And you have been broke up with this person for over a year. Now, keep in mind, and I gotta put this out there because this is really important. This is what not to do. Because my spirits will, it doesn't matter. First of all, he ended up completely destroying a lot of the work that I was doing for him. He kept calling every other day. He kept calling the woman all the time. He kept calling her family members. And then one day he threatened her family members. He called and told me all of this. Okay. Then he would call me and say, I don't want to break her up from him. Just let it go. I won't do it. You can keep the money. Then 2 days later, I want them broke up immediately. So this is a very unstable client, just to let y'all know. In fact, I have the proof in case this client, because I feel that this particular client, I feel that he's bouncing from, and trust me, he'll do you the same way. He's mentally ill. And so, and you know that people talk in the spiritual community. And so I can hear everything that they're saying, and they're basing it, they're basing their info or their tea based upon this client that I know for a fact is talking to others, a couple of clients. And so both of these clients have been handled by my spirits. Okay. Now, this person dumped a lot of his crap on me. This was also a client that was lighting candles. I don't like that. Okay. Light a candle for protection, light a candle for peace, but don't do the work with me. So, this and I think it's ridiculous, but this is the only negative review that I have. And by the way, this person that's talking about me right now, hi sis, this is actually her review, coincidentally. High Priestess Jamila always delivers powerful ritual magic. Damn straight. She is highly gifted in the craft and a trusted source of divine intuition. Thank you. Okay, because that is the truth. Okay, but let's deal with this one real quick. Okay, this is the person that, and people go through their stuff and people lie. Okay, they do. People go through their stuff and they all of a sudden want to blame you for new problems that they have. And it's like, look, I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay. But I am no longer doing breakup work unless it's personal or unless it just so happens to happen with love work. Okay. Because I think that it's too easy for stalkers to take advantage of. I've had people that have been stalking their exes forever. And they'll come and they'll say, oh, we broke up and I want you to break them up because I want them back. But this person may have like several restraining orders against them. And I believe he did too. The point of it was that one night he calls me around the holidays. Now keep in mind, I'm only doing love and breakup work for him. That's it. He had already ruined the love work basically that I did, which I didn't do very complicated love work for him. I did the milk and I did the honey orange and milk love working for him. Okay. Now, he calls me one evening saying he's going to kill himself. I spent 2 hours on the phone with him, not to mention my energy, my time. It was not my problem to talk to this man. And I got to remind him again because I already know he's going around telling folks stuff. It's just that people skate around me a little bit, you know, and they know better. He know better. Okay, he knows better and they know better than to play with me. Because, honey, I got proof for everything and I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. Okay, I got way too many 5-star reviews to be sitting up here worrying about this person that now somebody else is probably taking advantage of, actually taking advantage because, you know, any client that is displaying that, and I think that spiritualists should be able to review the clients also. Yes, as a spiritualist, you need to know that this person has got issues and problems, okay? And they'll say, well, I paid my money. And it's like, well, you know what? You've got a whole other thing going on. So I ended up, what he actually paid for was a hex reversal and a cleanse. This is why this man is even still alive, because of me. Because I'm the one that begged him to go to the hospital. He had taken pills and he was drinking very heavily and he almost killed himself. He called me from the hospital. I have all of the phone records. He called me from the hospital. I actually saved this man's life. Okay. Now, why he came back in January is probably because he still has an obsession with whoever this woman is and he doesn't want to let it go. Okay. So he actually came back to do another one because I believe that he was probably advised to do that, which was a bad idea. It was a wrong move for him to do that. It's not that my spirits are going to destroy the client or anything like that, but I can tell you something. You come for me and you come for my business, especially after I talk you off of a ledge. I literally prevent you from killing yourself. You already know what it is. Huh? Here it is. Here's the second one. Okay, and he won't be able to get a refund because it expressly states that I don't refund under no circumstances, okay? He was not deceived. He purchased the work the end of October, October the 31st to be exact. Matter of fact, I'll show you the order. I don't be playing around. And, you know, I'm going to do this. If you're a client and you give me a crazy review, then I got the right to put you out there. Because first of all, for spells, guys, guess how long you want to wait? Hey, Jacksonville, guess how long you want to wait to actually have a spell like that? Now, my cleanses and the hex removers, you're going to see an instant result from that. Okay, now this guy wasn't acknowledging that he was being hexed because people that are in denial are harder to unhex, okay? So things like love work, things like breakup work, that can take years sometimes. Yeah. And you want to wait 90 days before, like he, honestly, he was complaining a month later. And not only that, he was calling and harassing me. I would err against caution. I'm warning y'all about this dude. And the part of the problem was that he had went to some other people and he had pissed some other spiritualists off and then they hexed him. So, you know, he already had stuff on him and I knew he did, you know, and I'm not afraid of stuff like that. Who cares? Okay. So I'm going to see if there's a way for me to, because I'm not going to drop his documents, obviously. I mean, some spiritualists would, though. You don't come for no spiritualists like that. And then, you know, for you to look at all these other spells that are working and for you to be a hater and you derive hope from that one that, you know, my spell ain't going to work on you and mess you up, you know, and make it backfire on you. You a fool. Okay, you just a fool. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to try to find that order in my records with Etsy. Okay, hold on. All right, y'all. Hold on. I got to find it. I'm sifting through a lot of different orders, and I guess I could search it. But there it is. Okay. Let's pull this up. Yeah, there's no way of me actually showing this. Hold on. Yeah, without giving out his personal information, but it was definitely purchased on October the 30th of 2020, and less than a month later, he was leaving a review because he didn't like the fact that I didn't want to have a sexual conversation with him. He called me in the middle of the night telling me a sexual fantasy about his ex-girlfriend, and I checked him, and he got angry. So I don't know what spiritualist he was seeing prior to that that would allow him to speak to her that way, but that's when he left the review. And we've been at odds ever since, and my spirits have been fighting and winning a war with this person and whoever else that he went to. You shouldn't have got involved with that, because I can see the spiritualist that got involved with that, and trust me, he ain't gonna do nothing but mess you up. Okay? Because you're not me. You don't really know how to handle that situation like I do. Okay, this man immediately began attacking me. So I'm very, very careful about male clients. Now, I have some male clients that are pretty freaking amazing. I love you guys. I got male clients that are awesome. So it's not about that, but I think that this person, I think that somebody may have recommended him to me, or me to him. And I think that they recommended him in sort of like with malice in mind. Okay, I think that they knew that it was nothing that could be done for him. And you know, when clients do stuff like that, and you giving me these people information, you know, I can contact your ex-girlfriend and tell her and say, hey, listen, you know, I can do that as a spiritualist. It's not against the rules. It's not like it would make me a bad person. Especially being that you're leaving a false, fraudulent, bogus review less than 90 days. I didn't quote him 90 days. I quoted him a year that it would take for her to break up with that dude. Now, keep in mind that all of the breakup work has been reversed. Okay, my spirits are not going to do it, and no, he's not going to get his money back because he got his money's worth. Okay, now, and then especially some of y'all that, and I don't have that anymore, but people that just call me on a random and be having me do spiritual work for them, you technically owe money for that, because I've actually helped people in situations where I didn't. And those people had the audacity to talk crazy to me. Yeah. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm the spiritualist, but guess what? I'm protected 100% whenever you get through. Okay, from people doing stuff like this. Now, normally it's not a problem. Like I said, I normally don't have issues out of my clients. They're very happy with the work that I do for them. In fact, I did go ahead and put my love work back on there because temporarily I was not doing love work, but I am again now. Okay. And if you guys want to know about the Drunken Love Jar, I don't sell that on Etsy. You have to contact me about that Drunken Love Jar. Okay. Regardless to this one person, and he's been trying to work with other spiritualists, and I'm like, well, honey, no. So I got the Get a Home ritual work is back up there because I know a lot of people are going to be looking for homes, and believe it or not, this is extremely useful. I've got the 5-candle love reunion up there. I've got the love poppet reunion ritual, which this is actually one of my most powerful ones as well. It just depends on what's going on between you and that person. Okay. Now, as you can see, I don't have breakup work, but I do have the generational hex remover work. I do have an outside influence bindings, which work. You guys can see that my bindings definitely do work. I've got rave reviews on it. And I will link you guys my reviews. This also works as well. It doesn't matter how much a person is running their mouth. They can talk all they want, but their bad spiritual energy will not touch you. This is my buried in Exilium Ventus banishing bottle. Okay. Another one that I remove love bondage and love curses from an ex. Okay, there's one right there. So, you know, reversing the negative effects of a generational hex from your relationship. I have that up there. So there's many options that I have, okay, other than breakup work. I just don't do it anymore. And the reason why I don't do it anymore, you would have to be a client that has been with me for a while. If I know you, okay, I only do that for for certain people. You know, having my breakup work available to the public, never again. Never. Now, pretty soon you guys will see mojo bags and stuff like that going up, you know, more stuff for you to order. But mainly what's on my shop is my spell work. Yes, I can use my spell work on Etsy. There's tons of people that do it. They charge different prices. I am not a new seller. I may have been new to Etsy. I started with Etsy in 2019, but I've been in business since 2015. Okay. Just to let you guys know. Okay. So I've got the Apple Love Blessing. You know, this is a heart opening spell that you can get. I've got the Sweet Orange with Milk and Honey. Kitchen Witch Love spell, which works quite well, by the way. It really does. Okay. So, you know, but also get into the spring equinox, Ostara, growth, prosperity, and renewal group ritual. Make sure that you guys do that, or you can cash at me. Money spells obviously would not take that long. Okay. If you need money, you're going to need it within a few days or within that day. Okay. Which is something that I do all the time. So it's going to be different. Cleanses are pretty much instant unless you got like a really bad spirit that's going to take a minute for you to get rid of. But you're going to instantly feel the difference. Okay. Yeah. So that's very important. Please do not ever contact me. Do not contact me a month after you have purchased your spell work, because at the time I hadn't even gotten his materials yet. Well, I was like, well, he called me like a week or two later. I hadn't even received all of his stuff that I needed for his work. And I was like, dude, I ain't even started on it yet. Why not? Oh, you got to hurry up. I was like, nah, I'm going to start only when it's time. Okay, keep in mind, I start on the cleanses immediately, like as soon as the next day. But some of the other work, you know, I have up to 90 days to do the work for you. Keep in mind, once you pay for it, once you pay the sacrifice, then then the spell's already going into motion. Okay. Now, another thing is that this guy that left that bad review, he couldn't handle the other woman's spirits, because I kept telling him the other woman's man. His ancestors was tapping in and they were coming for him. And then he kept coming for me. So needless to say, he got cut off. And when spirits tell me to cut off a client, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I've seen a couple of clients, and I can see you, even though you're keeping it a secret, I can see a few of you that have went to other spiritualists. And I can tell you that if you have done that, you don't go and talk about me to nobody, because it ain't nothing she or he can do about it. Okay. So don't do that. That's what you don't do. If you decide you don't want to work with me no more, you're not going to get your money back, but you go to that other spiritualist and you do what you got to do. Okay, otherwise you're just trying to make yourself a part of drama. Okay, so, you know, that's just what it is. And see, I don't like to do that. I don't like for that to happen when that does happen, but you got to understand that, you know, y'all have really bad energy that is put on you that is leading you to my doorstep anyway. So you have to be respectful and you have to understand what's happening. You have to trust the process. Then also when you have an ongoing case, if I've already done a case for you, and you're running around here saying that it hasn't worked, even though it's not time for it to work yet, then my spirits are really, y'all better stop listening to other spiritualists. You need to come to me for advice. Seriously. Especially if I've done anything, if I've done any animal sacrifices for you, please don't play with me. Don't ever play with me. If I have worked with animal meat for your case, such as a beef tongue or something, Because see, I can turn that, I can consecrate any kind of work to make it do what I want to do. You know, my spirits will transmute the work like that. Especially if you were trying to cause a problem for me. Okay, because even though you'll tell me, you'll say, oh, I'm not doing anything. My spirits can see you. You lying. You have been doing something. You've been trying to put work out on me, and you've been trying to get revenge on me and trying to blame me for your problems when I was here to help you. Okay? So I know that I've been dealing with a lot in social media lately. I don't care about my haters. They are beneath me. Okay? They can't do shit about it. They've already proven that they've been trying to get me to do something for 5 years that I'm not going to do. Trust me, after 5 years, it ain't going to fucking happen. So those of y'all that think I'm weak because I don't have a need to shut these people up that mean nothing, but see, you're sitting up here looking at these people. Okay, y'all hit the thumbs up, by the way, too, if you are a loyal client. That's all I ask of you is loyalty. Okay, and literally the work that I did for you, if it's meant, now I'm going to tell you something. Clients can be kind of manipulative and they can lie on people to get black magic done on them because they're trying to get revenge. Okay, and I don't play that either. So, you know, I'm just telling y'all what I know. And a lot of the clients that are doing this, we have moved past you. You do not have the right to stalk and harass my business and go to other spiritualists because, you know, they're going to learn quickly. And you know what I don't do? I do not take clients that are coming to me talking to me about other spiritualists. I don't take you as a client. Okay, the last time I did that, it was sort of a mistake. My spirits handled that person very quickly, though. And, you know, the person that they came to me about, actually, I had already had a beef with them anyway. So, you know, they were already, you know, trying to attack my business. And, you know, so that had nothing to do with that client, and that client does not bother me. But what I can tell you is that clients do have an issue with doing that. And she's not going to say anything about me because I never did anything to that client. I don't attack clients unless they attack me. Don't attack me. And see, that client, he pushed the envelope because when he was attacking me, my spirits began to help him with his suicidal thoughts and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we kind of, you know, so y'all need to be careful with that. Honestly, you need to be careful with these clients, some of them, because, you know, some of them do not need a spiritualist. Some of them need to stay at an insane asylum for about 6 months and get themselves together. Okay. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, well, you're supposed to be a witch and isn't everything supposed to happen quickly? Bippity boppity boo. No, if you're a client that is doing this, you're going to create obstacles that I have to deal with. And trust me, you'll be handled very quickly. Seriously. And ain't nobody threatening your life, ain't nobody, but you will be binded very quickly from doing any harm. Okay. And if you go to another spiritualist that talks you into going against me and doing work and all that stuff, then you the one that, that spiritualist must be irresponsible. And they must be trying to use you, because I like to have real clients that are going to be appreciative. My real clients are the ones that appreciate me. Okay. The ones that don't lie, the ones that tell the truth. Okay. And then also, every single thing, every single detail of your life is not going to be fixed just by one spell. So you can't expect for it to be a fix it all, like a one fix it all. Y'all want something that's overnight, and those are just these lying fake witches that will promise you that. Now, I will tell you that, like I said, with cleanses, instant, you'll instantly feel better. With hex removals, you'll notice you'll notice it very quickly. As far as with the drunken love jar, because I've had people asking about that lately, those are pretty fast, okay? But not always, not for everybody. It depends. And I don't even want to do that drunken love hoodoo work on too many people, because it is one of my most powerful love workings. And I just, it's almost downright domination. And, it's some people can't handle that. So I only do that on people that I think can handle it. Learn my lesson on that one. But, sometimes love work, I've got the communication spell. If you ain't heard from somebody, if you want them to communicate with you, I do have all of that available on Etsy. And yes, it does work. Okay. I have plenty of reviews, and, I just think that it's one thing to be waiting a year for something to work, but literally less than 2 weeks later, and he needs to remove that review, but, he's got issues. So his review doesn't matter. It doesn't at the end of the day, because he got what he paid for, which was that he didn't commit suicide. That's exactly what he paid for, was so that I could talk him off of a ledge so that he didn't kill himself, because that is what he was trying to do. Okay. And you cannot go wrong by doing right. Now, I could have been a freaking cold-hearted bitch, and I could have said, I don't care about your problems. Leave me alone. And I didn't have to answer my phone, even though he was blowing my phone up. Blowing it up. Okay. Late at night, all hours of the night, he was a very disrespectful client. And, he'll get that karma back for doing that. He's going to have to. Most of my clients have no issue with that. I don't have any issues with my clients. They're very happy with the results that they get. It's great. But this guy, for some reason, he decided that he was upset because he couldn't get his girlfriend back, or his ex-girlfriend back, and he tried to take it out on my business. Okay. Which is impossible. Okay. It would be impossible. Okay. Because, at the end, I don't know why people will decide, I'm going to destroy your business. They'll actually write it down on pieces of paper, and then they wonder why they're living the way that they're living. It's like, why'd you do that then? Why'd you try to do that? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, my spirits are going to protect me. So right now, I can see 2 clients. One of them is hiding. Okay. Have went to other people to attack me. Wrong move. You shouldn't have done that. First of all, how is it my fault what you're doing, your issues? And, you can tell that, it's not going to be good for you, just to let you know. Okay. So I've seen at least 2. Okay. And I personally think that y'all were already working with those spiritualists anyway. That's what I think personally, because I don't have those problems. Okay. All right. So let 90 days go by, no matter what work you've done, even if you've had a cleanse and you're like, well, I do feel better, but I don't give it 90 days to manifest. And then also a lot of y'all that get cleanses, y'all don't consciously, protect yourself from bad energy. So I try to explain that to y'all, to like, you know, you're getting a cleanse, but you're still around these people that are bad energy. And so you have to learn how to shield yourself. This is also the whole point of the group rituals. So, you know, and it is what it is. It's, you know, so people that say, oh, you know, now some breakup work can happen overnight. Some breakup work, you know, it'll, but why would you want super fast breakup work? I've noticed that breakup work that happens overnight, the people usually get right back together. So, you know, some people, can I just say that my channel is not for entertainment purposes. If you look at the algorithm of my channel, it's marked under education. Now, I think I'm going to put it under entertainment. You know, maybe that will change some of the algorithm of my channel. But, you know, this channel is, and my readings are not for entertainment purposes at all. It's not just to let the time pass until, you know, Jesus returns. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, everything is 100% real. Okay. All right, y'all. That's what I want to tell you. Please don't do that. Don't go to other spiritualists talking about, oh, she casted something for me a month ago and it ain't worked yet and I'm mad at her, and then nah. Because my spirits can see everything that you're doing. And I'm not too distracted. I know y'all, a lot of people think that just because I have a lot of haters that I'm distracted. No, y'all are distracted. People that go and watch my haters, why do y'all go and watch them? Why do y'all go and watch a bunch of people that are lying to you? Makes no sense, does it? Y'all know who to contact if y'all want some real, authentic magic, okay? Ask any spiritualist that's been in business for that would be somebody that's trying to gyp you. Nobody has any kind of way to making things like that happen overnight. Nobody has that. And if they had that, they certainly wouldn't be living in basements and in other places that they don't want to be. Okay? I'm sorry. But I got to call it down. Okay? So anyway, I hope that y'all have a wonderful Friday. I am working on my schedule for Saturday. Okay, so if you guys want to get on my schedule to get authentic work that works and not just temporarily, it's gonna be more of a permanent thing. You know what I'm saying? It lasts. You know what I'm saying? You want spells that last, especially money work and other stuff. You guys can contact me for a consultation. Definitely Cashapp me. My Etsy is still up. Because, you know, some of them have been saying that, oh, I did something to they ain't did nothing to my Cashapp. I've been getting Cashapp payments all day. Okay. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Peace and love. Have a wonderful evening. Blessed be.